How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Lucky Pack MTG. My name's Matt, and boy, do I have some fun stuff for you today. Not only is this the very first Patreon video where I do have something to give away, but this is actually a video from a fan of mine. An old school fan of mine from another channel a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. He and I have actually met, been friends for a while. He decided to send me something for my anniversary since I had made mention to it a while ago. So he decided to send me and my wife, and mainly for me, an anniversary gift. And I'm gonna open it for you all. From all the way back in 2019 of yesteryear, we have Throne of Eldraine. Now, this is before they guaranteed a foil in every pack. This is before they did set boosters. This is before they did collector boosters, I believe. This is the set that gave us one of the most broken planeswalkers around, and that is Oko, Thief of Crowns. It also gave us the Great Henge and the Summer of the Embercleave. Like, this set had some power to it. So I want to first say thank you to Tom Leach. He's the one who sent this. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for the anniversary gift, and thank you for being a friend all these years, even after all the stuff that we've been through. Before we even get started, I have to ask, one, if you want to receive a pack, maybe something like I did for my Final Fantasy, or next time something from Throne of Eldraine, Wilds of Eldraine, any set that I open next, there's a link down below to a Patreon. Lots of fun stuff in there. You could have a chance at getting something out of a box like this. And if you like that stuff, please go ahead and hit like on this video, share this around, and subscribe so you'll know when I upload. But with all that out of the way, let's start. Now, I promise not to use my trusty box cutter to open these packs, since it freaks y'all out. I'll be good. Maybe. Now, like I said, this is a Patreon video. We have a patron. He's going to get a pack. His name is James. He's my very first patron. Oh, that's right. This is when they did multiple pack arts. Multiple pack arts for Throne of Eldraine. So let's go ahead, for James, roll a d20, and we're going to see how lucky he can get. That is an 18. So 18 deep. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright, James, this is your pack. We're going to put it right there. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering what we're looking for here in Thrones of Eldraine. I've kind of named some of them already. Well, we are looking for the Great Henge, Embercleave, Questing Beast, Corvold. I would love to get an Oko, Fabled Passage, and Steel, and there is a Hydra in there as well. And of course, this is also the set that gave us Cauldron Familiar. I know you all remember that one. The uncommon card that got banned because of one combo that pissed everyone off. But let's see what we get here. We got a Raging Redcap, Lonesome Unicorn, Smitten Swordmaster, Garenbrig Carver, Weapon Rack, Beloved Princess, Vantress Paladin, Henge Walker, Reeve Soul, Spinning Wheel, Into the Story, Witch's Oven. I don't know if Witch's Oven is worth anything, but I know that was one of the parts of the combo. And then we have a Clack Bridge Troll as our first rare. I didn't even give that any, but we got a foil. We have a foil Garenbrig Carver. That's cool, in the alternate art. Look at that. Already something cool. And then we got On an Adventure token. This was also a set that I believe was before collector boosters. So we're not gonna have anything super spicy, like full art. They do have some extended art stuff. Like you see some showcase stuff. But here we go. 7 dwarves. You can have up to 7 cards named 7 dwarves. Then we got Fairy Guide Mother, Run Away Together, Smitten Swordmaster, Garenbrig Carver again, Brimstone Trebuchet, a Golden Egg, Tall as a Beanstalk, Vantress Paladin, Idyllic Grange, and we got Deathless Knight, Improbable Alliance, All That Glitters. This is an amazing card if you have an enchant deck. So I have an enchantment commander that I'm going to be placing this in. And what do we got here? As we were looking for, a Fabled Passage from the original Thrones of Eldraine. Good card. Landfall. Awesome. And then we have Plains and a Wolf token. This set was Magic's version of all of the fairy tales, which I think, of course, very cool. I love the flavor sets like this. Innistrad was one of everyone's favorite, which is why we've been back to it as many times as we have. So Tiny, Barge In, Ardenvale Paladin, Mistford River Turtle, Return to Nature, Memory Theft, Steel Gaze Griffin, Wildwood Tracker, Scorching Dragonfire. Good direct damage card. Jousting Dummy, Spectre Shriek, Marleaf Pixie. Now, I don't know how many foils you're going to get in each box. Bell of the Brawl. And here we go. Return of the Wild Speaker. Nice, very nice. But like I said, this was when foils were not in every box, so it was actually kind of important. There we go. Didn't Say Please. If you like mill cards, if you like mill decks, Didn't Say Please is a good counterspell. Weaselback Redcap, Prized Griffin, Giant's Skewer, Curious Pair, Steel Gaze Griffin, Signpost Scarecrow, Redcap Raiders, Merfolk Secret Keeper, again, mill card, Mystical Dispute, everybody remembers that counterspell, Shambling Suit, Slaying Fire, I believe we got it here, Lockmere Serpent, very nice. This was a control bomb back in the day, and it also had flash. And there we go, we have a foil Trapped in the Tower. Mountain and food. So, also, not like full art lands. This is still back when they were giving you normal lands. I say normal lands, well, that's because everything has full art lands now. Alright. So Tiny, Rimrock Knight, Outflank. Didn't say please. Spore Cap Spider. Forever Young. Red Cap Raiders. Merfolk Secret Keeper. Outmuscle. Mystic Sanctuary. Believe it or not, this is worth something. It's a good card. Brings stuff back from the target instant or sorcery from your graveyard to the top of your library. So we're going to put that right there. Rally for the Throne. Archon of Absolution. Archon of Absolution, however you want to say it. Okame Adversary. And Torbrand, Thane of Redfell. Torbrand is a bane back when if Torbrand was legal today, he would still be a menace in red decks. He only costs 4, and then he makes all of your red permanents, deals 2 additional damage. And Swamp, and a human token. Also before they started doing double tokens. Fabled Passage. The Clackbridge Troll was a decent card back then too. I don't know about so much today, but I guess we'll find out. We got Bartered Cow. So tiny again. Barge In. Ardenvale Paladin. Foreboding Fruit. Spore Cap Spider. More Scorching Dragonfire. Merfolk. Fierce Witch Stalker. Gingerbread Cabin. Lucky Clover. Ooh, Lucky Clover, again, when this set was in Standard, was a menace against anybody who was playing the adventure decks. And good God, were there many of them. Venerable Knight. Grumgully the Generous. And Once Upon a Time. We got a Swamp and a Boar. I hope I'm not boring you. I know. Get the hook. Alright, Barge In. Ardenvale Paladin. Smitten Swordmaster. Garenberg Carver. Fling. Flutterfox. Witch's Cottage. Marleaf Rider. Henge Walker, Deathless Knight, Once and Future, Archon of Absolution, and Castle Lockwayne. Very nice. Comes into play tapped unless you control a swamp. Add 1 black, or you can tap 2 black and 1 colorless to draw a card, then you lose life equal to the number of cards in your hand. Very, very good. Life, control players know, is a resource. Oh, we got a foil. Queen of Ice. Foil Queen of Ice. Swamp, or island, not a swamp. And another On an Adventure. Castle Lockwayne. I love it. Fortifying Provisions, Tomb Raider, Crystal Slipper, Giant Skewer, Garenbrig Squire, Lochthwain Paladin, another Witch's Cottage, Marleaf Rider, Silverflame Ritual, Searing Barrage, Wintermoor Commander, Fairy Vandal, Joust, and Ironcrag Pyromancer. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, Ironcrag Pyromancer deals 3 damage to any target. Very nice, very good combo-based card. Mountain, and On an Adventure. You know what? In a couple more packs, I want to see what James is getting. We're going to break into that one. Raging Redcap, Lonesome Unicorn, Witching Well, another 7 Dwarves, Rose Thorn Halbert, Foreboding Fruit, Signpost Scarecrow, Unexplained Vision, Knight of the Keep, Tournament Grounds, Drown in the Lock. It's a very good card. It's a counter spell or destruction spell, depending on your graveyard. Another All That Glitters. And Cauldron of Eternity. Look at that. Cost 2 black and 10. Oh, we have an additional rare. As a foil, Doom Foretold. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a non-land, non-token permanent. If that player can't, they discard a card, they lose 2 life, you draw a card, you gain 2 life, you create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance, then sacrifice Doom Foretold. Doom Foretold does a lot for 4 mana. Foil Doom Foretold, very nice. Not yet. We're gonna make James wait just a little bit longer. True Love's Kiss, Wishful Merfolk, Lash of Thorns, Insatiable Appetite, Beloved Princess, Charmed Sleep, Roving Keep, Dwarven Mine, Lochwain Paladin, Ginger Brute. This is also a very good card. People use Ginger Brute for everything. Marleaf Pixie. I mean, it's for 1. You can't get any, more powerful than a 1/1 haste that does 2 additional things. Arcanist Owl, Trail of Crumbs, and Embercleave. There we go. Like I said, the Summer of Embercleave was a thing. It costs 6, or at least you think. Flash. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each attacking creature you control. When it enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. It gets 1/1 and has double strike and trample. Embercleave was a bitch of a card. We get an island and a food. Could have had an Embercleave there, James. Almost. And if any of you want to participate, you could have had an Embercleave too. Youthful Knight, Ice, or Queen of Ice, Ogre Errant, Garenberg Squire, Malevolent Noble, Rosethorn Halberd, Foreboding Fruit, Redcap Raiders, Gingerbread Cabin, Inquisitive Puppet, that is Pinocchio. When Inquisitive Puppet enters the battlefield, scry 1. When exile Inquisitive Puppet, create a 1/1 white human creature token because he became a real boy. Steelclaw Lance, Mad Ratter, and Folio of Fancies. Players have no maximum hand size. Each player draws X cards for double X and tap it, or 1 blue, 2, and tap it. Each opponent puts a number of cards equal to the number of cards in their hand from the top of their library into their graveyard. Mill is definitely a thing. We have a foil, Toonvale Treefolk. Mountain Adventure. Alright. I can't wait, and I'm sure James can't wait. We're going to open James's pack. We're going to see all of the cards that I'm going to be giving to him. Foil, mythic, whatever's in here. Alright, James, these are yours. You see that? It didn't want to open. Well, you're going to get a token, but you're going to get a Wishful Merfolk, Blood Haze Wolverine, Fortifying Provisions, Garenberg Carver, Festive Funeral, Brimstone Trebuchet, a Golden Egg, Tall as a Beanstalk, Vantress Paladin, Idyllic Grange, Sorcerer's Broom, Glass Casket, very good artifact, You get a Cauldron Familiar. I wanted the Cauldron Familiar. And you get an Acclaimed Contender. And then you get those. Alright, James. Acclaimed Contender. I don't know if it's what you want, but that's yours, along with the Cauldron Familiar. That's worth some bucks in there. I'm going to put them both in there. This is a big enough sleeve. It's not perfect fit. So we're going to put those there. And the rest of James' cards right there. I will be sending those out to you the day after this video is filmed. But let's continue. We are still on the hunt for a Questing Beast, or a Corvold, or a Great Henge, maybe an Oko. Who knows? I would love an Oko. Everybody knows, if you watch this, I love me some Planeswalkers. Mantle of the Tides, Raging Redcap, Lonesome Unicorn, Witching Well, Tempting Witch, Wolf's Quarry, Unexplained Visions, Knight of the Keep, Wicked Guardian, Prophet of the Peak, Resolute Rider, Redcap Melee. This was also a really good card. Kenrith's Transformation. I know that's a hit in the uncommon slot. I don't know if it's a lot. Defensive, a defensive uncommon, followed by a Showcase Giant Killer. Very nice. Very nice. Love it. And a goat. It's a goat. Alright. Embereth Paladin. Prized Griffin. Wishful Merfolk. Reaper of Night. Return to Nature. Roving Keep. Corridor Monitor. Flutterfox. Crashing Drawbridge. Ginger Brute. Glass Casket. Shine Chaser. Lock Dragon. And Garruk, Cursed Huntsman. It is not Oko. It is a Planeswalker. I'm happy about this. Create two 2/2 black and green wolf creature tokens with, when this creature dies, put a loyalty counter on each Garruk you control. -3, destroy target creature, draw a card. -6, you get an emblem with creatures you control, get 3/3 and have trample. Thank you. Planeswalker deliciousness. Alright. We have been pulling some spice out of this. Raging Redcap, Lonesome Unicorn, Witching Well, 3/7 dwarves now, Fell the Pheasant, Memory Thief, Outmuscle, another Mystic Sanctuary, that's another hit right there, we'll put that there, Unexplained Vision, Knight of the Keep, Showcase Shepherd of the Flock, very nice. And then we have a Savvy Hunter, and Fairy Vandal, and Black Lance Paragon. Oh. And then we got an island and a food token. Now, you've seen what I've been pulling out of this, and if any of you saw my Final Fantasy box, you saw what I pulled out of that. This would be an amazing time, since we're about halfway through, to tell you, once again, there's a Patreon link down below that will allow you, just like James, to get yourself some cards from me. Maybe get yourself some luck here. Thrill of Possibility, Bartered Cow, Wolf's Quarry, Reaper of Night, Lochthwain Gargoyle, Reeve's Soul, Fling, Flutterfox, another Witch's Cottage, Marleaf Rider, Covetous Urge. I remember playing with this card. It's a decent card. Sage of the Falls, Arcanist's Owl, and Stolen by the Fae. Return target creature with converted mana cost of X to its owner's hand. You create X 1/1 blue fairy creature tokens with flying. Not bad. Nice late control card. Then we got a Swamp and a Human Rogue. Queen of Ice, also known as Elsa, Crystal Slipper, Silver Flame Squire, Mantle of Tides, Tempting Witch, Wolf's Quarry, Steel Gaze Griffin, Wildwood Tracker, Arden Vale Tactician, Jousting Dummy, Inquisitive Puppet, Elite Headhunter, Thunderous Snapper, and Aria, First of Locthwain. Whenever Aria, First of Locthwain, or another black creature enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. And then you can tap her and sacrifice another black creature and draw a card. Guess what she would be good with? That Sephiroth that I pulled a while ago. So tiny. Rimrock Knight, Outflank, Reaper of Night, Return to Nature, Searing Barrage, Beloved Princess, Charmed Sleep, Roving Keep, Dwarven Mine, Giant Opportunity, and we got a Rampart Smasher, speaking of giants, Mysterious Pathlighter, and a Fey Burrow Elder. And a Mountain and a Knight. Alright, we got a Mist River Turtle, Thrill of Possibility, Silver Flame Squire, Rose Thorn Halberd, Foreboding Fruit, Eye Collector, that's awful and gross, Charmed Sleep, Locthwain Gargoyle, Trapped in the Tower, Fling, Skull Knocker Ogre, Seer Farron the Henge Hammer, and Burning Yard Trainer, and a Gilded Goose. Very nice. Mana Dork, Food Token Producer. Speaking of, you know the rules, folks. Someone plays a bird on turn 1, you bolt that bird. Shining Armor, Tome Raider, Ogre Errant, True Love's Kiss, Toonvale Treefolk, Forever Young, Redcap Raiders, another Mystic Sanctuary, that makes 3, Merfolk Secret Keeper, Fierce Witch Stalker, Claim the Firstborn, Redcap Melee, another Kenrith's Transformation, all in 1 pack, and we have Witch's Vengeance. Creatures of the creature type of your choice get -3/-3 until end of turn. Very nice. Well, that was a really nice pack, and we get a fairy token. Nice pack. Very nice pack. Alright. We got a Youthful Knight. Opt. Great card. Thrill of Possibility. Malevolent Noble. Rosethorn Halberd. Trapped in the Tower. Golden Egg. Idyllic Grange. Garenberg Paladin. Eye Collector. Enchanted Carriage. Overwhelmed Apprentice, Edgewall Innkeeper. This was a beast of an uncommon when this set was in standard, especially with the adventure deck with the the Lucky Charm. Good God, it would just go ham and you'd never be out of cards. All right, here we go. Outlaws Merriment. Very nice. Very, very nice. Outlaws Merriment. Oh, and a Human Warrior token for Outlaws Merriment. Not gonna lie, I like that card. Downside, it's in Boros colors. Tome Raider. Crystal Slipper. Bartered Cow. I think I have enough Ox at this point in time. I could start a farm. Moonlit Scavengers. Tempting Witch. Wolf's Quarry. Wicked Guardian. Blow Your House Down. Fierce Witch Stalker. Jousting Dummy. Clockwork Servant. Ferocity of the Wilds. Inspiring Veteran. It's a Lord. All other night creatures you control get 1/1. And we have Fervent Champion. Again, in that red deck. First strike, haste, whatever Fervent Champion attacks, another target attacking knight you control gets 1/0 until end of turn. And equip abilities you activate that target Fervent Champion costs 3 less. It was just one hell of a beast of a card to deal with, especially with Embercleave. Put those two things together, so even if you kill the thing that they targeted Embercleave with originally, if you had a Fervent Champion out, you just equip it to the Fervent Champion for basically free. Merchant of the Veil. I may have some PTSD about the summer of Embercleave. Youthful Knight. Queen of Ice. I got enough Elsa too. Ogre Errant. Lash of Thorns. Insatiable Appetite. Fierce Witch Stalker. Jousting Dummy. Scorching Dragonfire. Wildwood Tracker. And we have another showcase, Shepherd of the Flock. I'm not going to argue with that. Righteousness. This actually used to be a rare, long ass time ago. Just target blocking creature gets 7/7 until end of turn. Then we got Bell of the Brawl and Castle Embreth. Now the reason it's going to be a little bit longer video than normal is this is an old school box. There are 36 packs. And we're about 2/3 of the way there. Prized Griffin. Mantle of Tides. Rosethorn Acolyte. Lash of Thorns. Eye Collector. Still Gross. Charmed Sleep. Lockwing Gargoyle. Trapped in a Tower. Fling! Scalding Cauldron. Epic Downfall. This was also a pretty decent removal. At sorcery speed, but still decent. Improbable Alliance. Good card when you have multiple of them. Oakhame Adversary. And Oathsworn Knight. Alright. Mantle of Tides. I have enough of those to make a small ocean. Legion of Lost. Malevolent Noble. Lochthwain Paladin. Another Ginger Brute. Trapped in the Tower. Golden Egg. Billet Grange. Garenbrig Paladin. Keeper of Fables. Whenever one or more non-human creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Trail of Crumbs. Another Righteousness. And Bone Crusher Giant. Oh, I remember this damn card. He was a pain in the ass, but good card nonetheless. And then we have a foil. Look at that. Foil island. Can't complain. Regular island. And a cute little mouse. getting into the home stretch here, folks. Weaselback Redcap, Fairy Guidemother, Queen of Ice, Fell the Pheasant, Lash of Thorns, Henge Walker, Searing Barrage, Beloved Princess, Charmed Sleep, Roving Keep, Hypnotic Sprite, Deafening Silence, that's another good one. It's an enchantment. Each player can't cast more than one non-creature spell each turn. That's really good. It only costs one. That's just stupid. But it stops those control decks real quickly. We have a Joust and Mirror Maid. You may have Mirror Maid enter the battlefield as copy as any artifact or enchantment on the battlefield. Very nice. Forest and a Human Warrior. Not gonna lie, we're pulling some pretty good things. We got a Garruk, we got an Embercleave, we got a Fabled Passage. I would love to see like a Great Henge, even a Questing Beast. I have a Beast deck, basically. I have an aggro deck that I would love a Questing Beast in. Rimrock Knight, True Love's Kiss, Witching Well, Festive Funeral, Tuinvale Treefolk, Out Muscle, Blow Your House Down, Bake into a Pie, Signpost Scarecrow, Flaxen Intruder, otherwise known as Goldilocks, Tournament Grounds, Cauldron's Gift, and Escape to the Wilds. Not great pull. Glad it wasn't James's card. It's good if you have a deck that like uses multiple land drops and things like that. Forgot Escape to the Wilds was in this set. I know it's been reprinted in many Commander decks. I think I have 3 of them because of the Commanders I've bought. So, Weaselback Redcap, Prized Griffin, Rosethorn Acolyte, Scalding Cauldron, Borrow Witches. Pulled that as a list card a few videos back. I don't know still why it was a list card, but here we are. Corridor Monitor, Garenbrig Paladin, another Dwarven Mine to go with all of our dwarves, Weapon Rack, and a Showcase Animating Fairy. That's very cool. Target non-creature artifact you control becomes a 0/0 artifact creature. Put 4 +1/+1 counters on it. And then for 3, well, it becomes a 2/2 fairy with flying. Very cool. This showcase stuff, is really cool. Revenge of Ravens, Bog Naughty, and Robber of the Rich. Also, another pain in the ass haste card. And then we have a foil Joust. Very nice. Robber of the Rich is actually still a pretty decent card, not gonna lie. Okay. Moonlit Scavengers, Merchant of the Veil, Youthful Knight, Opt, Curious Pair, Lost Legion, Prophet of the Peak, Wicked Guardian, Gingerbread Cabin, Oakham Ranger, Foulmire Knight. This is also a pretty decent card. I mean, it's a one drop 1/1 zombie, or you draw a card and you lose 1 life at instant speed, mind you, and then you cast a 1/1 zombie knight. Heraldic Banner. This is a staple in most tribal commander decks. Can't go wrong with a Heraldic Banner. And then we have the fucking Great Henge. Great Henge. Can't complain. I asked and received. How often does that happen to you? It happens to me more often than not. I asked for a Vivi and got 2 of them. And then we have a foil, Witch's Vengeance. Very nice. forest, and a giant 7/7 giant creature token. Alright. Got myself a great henge. Can we get an Oko? Can we pull a second Planeswalker out of this? I guess we'll find out. Misford River Turtle, Weaselback Redcap, Fairy Guide Mother, Forever Young, Rosethorn Acolyte, Scalding Cauldron, Brimstone Trebuchet, Crashing Drawbridge, Tall as a Beanstalk, more Borrow Witches, Wandermare. What is a Wandermare? It's a horse. Whenever you cast a creature spell that has an adventure, put a +1/+1 counter on Wandermare. So good for draft or sealed, not good for standard. Clockwork Servant, Sir Eleonora, the Discerning. She is discerning. I don't know what she's discerning, but she's discerning something. And then we have a Worthy Knight. Whenever you cast a night spell, create a 1/1 white human creature token. And forest. 6 packs left. 30 down, 6 to go. Let's see what else we can grab from this box. Misford River Turtle, Thrill of Possibility, Silverflame Squire, Festive Funeral, Tuinvale Treefolk, Scorching Dragonfire, Wildwood Tracker, Bake into a Pie, Silverflame Ritual, Shine Chaser, Lock Dragon, Frogify. Frogify, enchant creature loses all abilities and is a blue frog creature with base power and toughness of 1/1. Frogify is a good card. What do we got here? Fires of Invention. Then we have a foil Tempting Witch, a mountain, and a food. All right, 5 more to go. We have another Bartered Cow, a Barge Inn, Moonlit Scavengers, Ardenvale Paladin, Malevolent Noble, Bake into a Pie, Silverflame Ritual, Steel Gaze Griffin, Signpost Scarecrow, Sir Kara the Bold. She is bold and powerful. She's 3/3, not bad. We got a Fireborn Knight, has double strike, not bad. We have an Order of Midnight in that showcase, very nice. And we have Castle Vantress. Comes into play tapped unless you control an island, and then for 4 you can scry 2. Oh, and we have a foil Fairy Vandal. Very nice. We got two foil rares in this box. I don't think we're gonna get any more rares. I'm actually surprised we got another foil with how, like, random they are. I'm not gonna argue it though. Fairy Guide Mother, Runaway Together, Embrith Paladin, Garenbrig Squire, Smitten Swordmaster, Borrow Witches, Corridor Monitor, Garenbrig Paladin, another Dwarven Mine, a Weapon Rack, Revenge of Ravens, Showcase Embrith Shieldbreaker. For 1, you can destroy target artifact, or you get a 2/1. Very nice. Human Knight, very nice Human Knight. Turn into a Pumpkin. And Murderous Rider, the original Murderous Rider, which has been in a couple commander decks. Still good. Destroy target creature or planeswalker, you lose 2 life, and then you get a 2/3 lifelink. So kind of pays for himself. Throne of Eldraine came out around the time that they started doing things like War of the Spark, so getting rid of planeswalkers was a good thing. Bloodhaze Wolverine, Fortifying Provisions, Moonlit Scavengers, another Merchant of the Veil, Giant Skewer, Garenbrig Squire, Unexplained Vision, Knight of the Keep, Wicked Guardian, Prophet of the Peak, Hypnotic Sprite. Another Deafening Silence. Very nice. Put that right there. A Savvy Hunter. And Sorceress Spyglass. This was a 1 additional cost Pithing Needle. So it was alright in standard. It's hit or miss with Commander, because I mean you're naming 1 card. But here we go. 2 packs, this one and 1 more. Looking for a Corvold, Oko, Questing Beast, something like that. We're getting pretty good here. I know I'm being greedy, asking for like a Corvold or a Questing Beast, but come on! Forever Young, Rosethorn Acolyte, Golden Eggs for Days, Tall as a Beanstalk, Tall as a Beanstalk, Beanstalk, Vantress Paladin, Idyllic Grange, Lochwain Gargoyle, Weave Soul, Resolute Rider, Into the Story, also very good draw spell. Then we got a Sir Conrad the Grim. I think we've gotten all the colored Sirs. And Piper of the Swarm, because he's the Pied Piper, get it? Then we have a foil Scalding Cauldron. Alright, I didn't think we were going to get another foil, but we got another foil. Last pack, folks. Very last one. Can we get something good? We've gotten so much good out of this box so far. Can we get something great to end on? Let's see. Shining Armor, Runaway Together, Fell the Pheasant, Reeve Soul, Roving Keep, Corridor Monitor, Flutter Fox, Crashing Drawbridge, a Ginger Brute, Keeper of Fables, Spectre Shriek, Sage of the Falls, and Doom Foretold. It's a good card. We got the foil. We got a foil version of it. It is a good card. And we're gonna end also with a foil Elite Headhunter. Not arguing the foils. And a human token. But there we go, guys. We got ourselves some goodness out of this. Castle Vantress, Fire of Inventions, The Great Henge, Robber of the Rich. We got Fervent Champion, Outlaw's Merriment, Mystic Sanctuaries, Aria. We got the Black Lance Paragon, Mystic Sanctuaries, a Garrick, Foil Giant Killer, Embercleave. Like, we got Once Upon a Time, Torbrand. We got some stuff, folks. Fabled Passage. This set was fun, and I enjoyed the shit out of it when I played it, and I enjoyed playing it now, or opening it now for you guys. So I'm gonna do it like I did before, because it was a gift. It was an anniversary gift from a friend. So we're gonna put gift right here, and this is how much everything was worth. Either way you look at it, we got some great cards. We got some cool foils. We got some showcase stuff when it wasn't a big deal, when it wasn't a huge thing. And I think, personally, we made out like a bandit. So I want to do one thing first, and that is thank you, James H., for being a patron. I hope some of you all follow suit. There's a link down below for that Patreon, and you can join James. Many different tiers, lots of stuff you can do. But since you're still here, I'm assuming you like what I do. So go ahead and hit like on this video, share this around to other people you know who like playing Magic and watching pack openings, and subscribe already if you haven't. I upload every Friday, whether it's a collector booster box, a fat pack, something special. Like a couple weeks ago, we opened a couple tournament packs from Lorwyn. Try and do a bunch of fun stuff for you guys. And If you like shorts, I have shorts going every single day. So I would really appreciate the support, guys. Support the Patreon if you want. Like I said, link is down below. But until then, my name is Matt. This has been Lucky Pack MTG, and I will see you all next time.